So what happens when you take cutting-edge surgical skill and truly compassionate holistic care, and you don't treat them as separate things but as two sides of the very same coin? Well, that's the big question right at the heart of the Arka Anugraha Hospital's approach, and we're going to dive into how they answer it.
Right off the bat, this is their promise. You could call it their North Star. It's not just a nice tagline, you know? It's the core principle that really shapes every single decision and every patient interaction. It's the standard they hold themselves to, so let's see how they actually live up to it.
All right, so where did this whole unique philosophy even come from? That brings us to our first section, taking a look at the legacy of care and the incredible people who built this hospital right from the ground up.
At its core, this legacy is built on a partnership that's been going strong for over 4 decades. On one side, you've got Dr. Ramesh Makam, a real trailblazer with 45 years of experience in minimally invasive surgery. And on the other, Dr. Saraswathi Ramesh, an expert in both advanced gynecology and holistic wellness. It's this fusion of two mindsets, pinpoint surgical precision meeting total body wellness, that creates the foundation for, well, everything they do.
And Dr. Ramesh's influence? Oh, it goes way beyond his own operating room. I mean, look at this number, over 1,600. That's how many surgeons he's trained from all around the world through his training institute. This isn't just about helping one patient at a time. It's about lifting up the entire field of medicine on a global scale. Pretty incredible.
Okay, so we've seen the why behind their vision. Now for section 2, let's unpack the how. These are the pillars of expertise they lean on to deliver that vision to their patients every single day. The key thing to notice here is the sheer depth of experience all under one roof. I mean, we're talking about a team with over 45 years in gastrointestinal surgery, 40 in gynecology, 24 in robotic orthopedics, and even 18 years focused on emotional wellness. This is a massive pool of collective expertise that covers pretty much every angle of a patient's health journey. And of course, all that human expertise is backed by top-of-the-line facilities. We're talking 24/7 critical care, these incredible modular operating theaters for surgical precision, and even the practical stuff, like hassle-free insurance. You can see how every little detail is designed with the patient's safety, comfort, and honestly, their peace of mind at the very forefront.
All right, so we've seen the philosophy and the foundation. But what does this actually look like in practice? In Section 3, we're going to see their modern treatment in action. We'll focus on a cure for piles, a really common health issue, to see how all these different pieces come together for the patient.
So what exactly are piles or hemorrhoids? They're just swollen blood vessels. But here's the really crucial thing to understand. They are incredibly common, affecting nearly 3 out of every 4 adults. And this is where the hospital's approach really begins, by just normalizing the condition, making it okay to talk about, and creating a space where people feel comfortable enough to ask for help instead of just suffering in silence.
And this is where modern treatment just makes a world of difference. Just look at this comparison. With laser surgery, you're back to your normal life in just 2-3 days. But with radiofrequency, patients are often back at work the very next day. That focus on minimal downtime and getting you back to your life fast, that's a perfect example of healthcare designed around the patient. So let's just walk through that journey. It all starts with a private, comfortable consultation where they create a plan just for you. Then the procedure itself is quick, it's nearly painless, and it uses this targeted laser energy to seal blood vessels, which means very little bleeding. And the best part? It often allows for same-day discharge. The whole process is built for comfort and efficiency, from the moment you walk in to the moment you leave.
But here's the thing. The care doesn't just stop when the procedure is over. Not by a long shot. That brings us to Section 4, Beyond Medicine. This is where we see how their holistic path aims not just to fix an issue, but to stop it from ever coming back.
And this leads us to a really natural and, frankly, important question. A successful treatment is one thing, but how do you actually keep the problem from returning? This is where the hospital's approach goes way beyond standard medical care. Well, the answer is all about proactive, preventative care. They actually empower patients with simple but really powerful knowledge about diet, things like eating more fiber, staying hydrated, and knowing what your triggers are. This isn't just throwaway advice, it's a core part of their long-term wellness plan for every single patient. And then they back that up with simple, effective exercises. We're talking about things anyone can do, like daily brisk walking, pelvic floor exercises, even gentle yoga poses. This just goes to show you their goal isn't just to perform a surgery, it's to help you build a foundation for sustainable long-term health. Okay, we've seen the philosophy, the expertise, and the holistic game plan.
But what does it all feel like for the patient? In our final section, we get to what I think is the true measure of success, what the patients themselves have to say about it.
This is perfect. This patient's feedback just captures the two big themes we've been talking about. They highlight the doctor's skilled hands, that's the medical expertise, and their compassionate approach. Say, it's that complete package of skill and care, all wrapped up in one experience. And you know, this patient-first culture isn't just limited to one department. In this testimonial about their pediatrician, a parent praises her for being always smiling and for patiently listening. It really shows that this compassionate way of doing things runs through the entire hospital, from adult surgery all the way to pediatric care.
And that really brings us to the key takeaway. True, lasting healing isn't just about the surgery or the medicine. It's that powerful combination of pioneering medical skill and genuine, compassionate care that leads to real, long-term well-being.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. After seeing how this one hospital weaves together skill, technology, and just this deep-seated empathy, what does trusted healthcare truly mean to you?